Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings San Francisco. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Friday, February 20th. You'll be interested to know, today is National Love Your Pet Day. This holiday invites pet parents and animal fans to share treats, photos, and extra cuddles while supporting shelters and adoption efforts across the country. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Friday at Ocean Beach. This morning it's looking clean with waves around 5 to 7 feet. Conditions stay clean through the morning with heights dropping to 4 to 6 feet by noon. Winds are offshore at about 6 miles per hour, shifting to sideshore by 2 p.m. and then onshore later in the afternoon. Best time to ride is at 2 p.m. with a 4-foot outgoing high tide, when the west-northwest swell is 4.5 feet at 10 seconds, and the offshore wind is 2 miles per hour. The first low tide on Friday will be 1 foot at 7 a.m., followed by a 5-foot high tide at 1:15. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 56 degrees for the water temperature. Saturday brings clean conditions with waves ranging from 2 to 3 feet, but expect choppy surf in the afternoon as winds shift to onshore. Sunday sees a steady increase in swell, reaching 4 to 6 plus feet by midday, though conditions may become choppy later. Monday continues the trend with clean waves around 4 to 6 feet, offering the best conditions of the period. This morning, it's partly sunny, and it feels like 41 degrees with 9 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 5:55, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:50. It looks like we're in for some mostly cloudy skies today, with a high around 60 and a mild breeze. Tonight, expect continued mostly cloudy conditions, with a low of 56 and light winds picking up a bit. Looking ahead in the weather. Saturday will be partly sunny with a high near 58 and a southeast wind of about 12 to 21 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 32. Rain becomes likely Saturday night and continues through Tuesday, then tapering to a chance Sunday night, with overnight lows in the low to mid-50s and daytime highs around 60 to 62. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, Alysa Liu from Richmond is making headlines as she becomes the first American female singles figure skater to win a gold medal in 24 years, embodying joy in a sport often filled with pressure. Joining the ranks of skating legends Peggy Fleming and Kristi Yamaguchi, Liu, now 20 years old, celebrated her comeback and the joy of skating, which had been missing in her earlier career. She dazzled in a gold-spangled dress during her winning performance, stating that her success would not be defined by any medal, but rather by the joy she felt throughout the process. Liu's triumphant journey has not only brought pride to her family in Oakland, but also symbolizes a new era in competitive figure skating. Now on to sports. The National Basketball Association plans to enact anti-tanking rules for next season, sources say. Commissioner Adam Silver informed the league's 30 general managers that discussions to combat tanking have intensified. Proposed changes include protecting first-round draft picks only for top 4 or top 14 plus selections. Additionally, lottery odds may freeze at the trade deadline, and teams won't be allowed to pick in the top 4 after consecutive bottom 3 finishes. Silver emphasized the importance of addressing this issue, stating that it has been worse this year than we have seen in recent memory. Phoenix Suns owner Matt Ishbia called tanking much worse than any prop bet scandal. In local sports, the Warriors kicked off their West Coast homestand with a loss, 121-110 against the Celtics. Boston led by as many as 34 points, showcasing strong performances throughout the game. Jaylen Brown dazzled with 23 points, 15 rebounds, and 13 assists, marking his 3rd triple-double of the season. Payton Pritchard contributed 26 points off the bench, while Sam Hauser added 16 points with 4 three-pointers. Kristaps Porzingis faced his former team for the first time, scoring 12 points, while Al Horford finished with 5 points. In top news, students are losing some interest in computer science broadly, but gaining interest in AI-specific majors and courses. For the first time since the dot-com crash, computer science enrollment dropped at University of California campuses. System-wide, it fell 6% last year, after declining 3% in the previous year, according to the San Francisco Chronicle. Even as overall college enrollment climbed 2% nationally, students are moving away from traditional computer science degrees. However, the University of California, San Diego added a dedicated AI major this fall. Enrollment numbers suggest students are opting for AI programs to secure future employment. In business news, robust demand from subprime customers spurred growth in United States unsecured loans last year, with their combined balances surging 10% to a new high of $276 billion. According to TransUnion's Credit Industry Insights report. Some 26.4 million consumers carried those loans as of end of December, up from 24.5 million a year earlier. As interest rates began to fall, many consumers are consolidating their credit card balances into unsecured loans, said Nishil Raneri, Vice President and Head of United States Research and Consulting at TransUnion. Credit card balances rose 4% last year to $1 trillion. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is down 1.5% to about $67,000. Ethereum is down 0.5% to about $1,900. And XRP is down 3.5% to $1.41. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk science. In a remarkable discovery, a mountain photographer has stumbled upon one of the largest collections of Triassic dinosaur prints ever found. Located in the Italian Alps, the site features thousands of dinosaur tracks on vertical rock faces. Photographer Elio della Ferrera spotted these tracks last September in the Frail Valley of Stelvio National Park. Some prints, measuring up to 40 centimeters across, date back approximately 210 million years. Paleontologist Cristiano Dal Sasso, leading the investigation, expressed astonishment at their preservation. The footprints reveal herds of large herbivorous dinosaurs, likely prosauropods, that roamed ancient tidal flats. And in entertainment news, Steve Steven Soderbergh is speaking out about the scrapped Star Wars movie, The Hunt for Ben Solo, starring Adam Driver. In a recent interview, Soderbergh expressed that it was no surprise to learn of Kathleen Kennedy's frustrations regarding Disney's decision to cancel the sequel to The Rise of Skywalker. He said, "We were all frustrated, noting the 2.5 years of work he and Driver invested." Soderbergh added that he believed discussions would focus on costs, but that never happened, calling the situation insane. Fans are now rallying for Disney to reconsider, showing their support for The Hunt for Ben Solo. Well, alrighty, folks. It's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American writer and humorist Mark Twain. And he said, "The secret of getting ahead is getting started, reminding us that progress begins with taking the first step." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Morning San Francisco.